Good evening, everyone. Good morning, wherever you are. Good day. Thank you for joining us once again. And all is wonderful in your world and our world. So we can go ahead without any hiccups and other bits and pieces. Tonight we'll follow the usual format. We'll just have a bit of a relaxation for ourselves, and then we'll just go through the healing format, I guess is I don't know how to explain it. The healing process. That's what I'm looking for. So we can do that, and then as I usually say, don't forget to keep doing healing. The healing energy is available to all and sundry, anyone whose intent, and I say that again, anyone whose intent is for it to be beneficial to all concerned. And we cannot force it on other people. That's not it's up to us. It's not up to us and we don't have the right to interfere with other people's karma. Some people's karma may determine that, or they may have already determined that if this is how they're going to leave this world, by whatever illness, disease they may have, then that's what they do. We're not here to change that. We're here solely to make their transition as peaceful and as quick as possible, so they're not suffering, so that illness can follow its course and take them and set their spirit and their soul free at their predetermined time. I expect that to some of you this sounds a bit weird, but this is, I guess I'm sharing a bit of my philosophy with you, and it is my philosophy. Some people share it, some don't. It works for me, and I'm not trying to convert anybody. As I say, it's my philosophy. It's not written in stone, so you take bits out of it that you like, that suit you, and if not, not to worry. Each of us have our own, and I developed mine, I guess, by listening to a lot of other people and then putting bits and pieces together until I came up with my picture, with my ideology. So anyway, that's enough of me gassing on to begin with. So let's make a start. It's usual house rules, I suppose. And if you can all check your phones, make sure they're turned off so you don't get a sudden awakening in the middle of it. There's nothing worse. It frightens the life out of me anyway. So if you could make sure your phones are turned off and you're sitting in as quiet a space as you can, and just get comfortable. Just get as comfortable as you can. I'd prefer it if you weren't laying down, if you were in a sitting upright. It's very easy if you're laying down as you're relaxing to go off to sleep, and then as you go off to sleep, you're opening the door and opening a portal towards a astral realm, which is not really a nice place to be most of the time, unless you choose to go there, in which case, I think you need help, but there you go. So let's begin. Let's begin by taking a few nice deep breaths, and we'll follow our usual rhythm of, we'll count to 4 as we breathe in, and we'll hold it in our stomach for the count of 4, and then exhale through the count of 4, and then we wait for the count of 4 before we inhale again and count to 4, and so the cyclic process continues. And what this does, it helps us just to fit into a nice rhythm, a nice peaceful steady rhythm, and then as that becomes the norm for us, we tend to find that then we are breathing at our own rhythm, which will help you relax even more. So we take a few breaths, as I say. And we're sitting comfortably. We let go of all the thoughts of the day that may pop into our head. Just acknowledge them and let them go. We don't need them now at this point in time. We've got important things to do. And so I'd ask you now, as you're breathing in and out nice and rhythmically, nice and peaceful, just become aware of a nice blue light beginning to form in the pit of your stomach, deep down into the abdomen. And with each breath, this light gets a bit bigger and a bit more intense, a bit brighter. And with each breath you take, this blue light begins to fill your body. At the same time it works its way down through your hips. It's working its way up through your torso, through your chest. And with each breath it continues to grow and continues to fill your whole being. And at this point we begin to see it now as a blue mist. And it's a colour blue that we've never seen on this planet with our limited colour range that we can see. It's just an astounding colour blue. And as it continues to grow within us, it works down through our legs, down through our knees, our calves and ankles and feet, until it keeps going beyond our feet, down into the floor. And at the same time, it's continuing its journey upwards. It goes above and beyond our heart, through our shoulders and our neck, and up the back of our head and over our face to the top of our skull, and as with our feet it goes a bit beyond our skull, our head, and continue to breathe in, and the light, the mist continues to grow, and it grows in intensity. Then we feel this mist working all around our body. If you have any areas of discomfort or dis-ease within your physical body, just focus that part of your anatomy absolutely covered in the blue healing mist. Then the mist penetrates that area. It actually goes into that area to help to retain everything to a state of balance within us. And just take a moment or two to be aware and to enjoy the feeling of the blue mist working its way around your whole being. Every cell of your body is touched by the blue mist. And now you begin to notice that the mist is actually moving out of you. It's moving out and away from you in all and every direction. And as you continue to breathe, so the mist continues to expand within you and beyond you. And at this point in time, just call to mind any friends or colleagues or loved ones close to you who you feel could benefit from this healing energy, the healing mist. And just offer it to them. Some may take it, some may not. That's their choice. But you're giving them the opportunity to take advantage of the peace and the serenity that lies within the blue mist. And don't limit it to friends and family and loved ones. Just share it with anyone you know who you feel can benefit from it. And it doesn't have to be a physical illness. It could be an emotional issue people have, or depression, anxiety, a mental imbalance. The healing mist will work exceptionally well on all three. It is not limited. It's limited only by how far we can project it and how we let it go beyond us, beyond our family and friends and loved ones, beyond all the animals and insects that also live on our planet and call it home as we do. You may also include the birds of the sky, creatures of the air, and also the creatures and the fish, the animals that live in our oceans and rivers. We see the blue mist working its way through all the waterways, cleansing and purifying it as it goes, as it starts its journey even further around our planet. And all the rivers, as they empty into the ocean, the blue mist also carries on into the oceans. And it helps to cleanse the water. It helps to remove some of the plastic and some of the rubbish, some of the toxins that we've allowed to flow into that beautiful place. And as we see the planet completely covered in the blue healing mist, we ask that it be intensified around places where it is especially needed, such as the hospitals, the clinics, and the places where there are no hospitals to take care of the sick. And with these places, we ask that the healing mist is for everyone, whatever their reason, whatever their imbalance is, everyone within that healing place. The blue mist is there for them. Then we bring to mind also the people that devote their time and their energy to look after these sick people, to help reduce their pain and their suffering. and the people, the ambulance drivers, all of the emergency services who have basically dedicated their life to looking after us who share their home with them. And as we continue to breathe rhythmically, we become aware of the mist surrounding our planet is pulsing also to the rhythm of our breathing. So it too has its own energy, has its own life force within it. And I'll leave you now in the quiet, just to focus on that imagery. And focus on it so it appears real. So it appears as if it has a physical form that we are able to see and to feel and to be a part of. So I leave you for a short time. Focus and feed that vision. And now I would ask all of you to look very closely at the mist surrounding our planet. And as you do so, you notice there are many points of light. And each point of light is one of our group, shining their light, sending out the blue mist for everybody. Then we see their lights shining from within, merging with each of us. And as our lights all merge together to become one very bright, very intense light, which is a blue colour, within the blue mist, we now have become one. We have become one healing energy made up of many small parts, but each an integral part of the whole. And we notice now that the colour of the mist is gradually beginning to change from blue through to an amazing coloured pink. Indescribable. It's just beautiful. And as it radiates outwards, it begins to mix with the blue, so that we see an amazing colour purple surrounding our planet, and all those life streams that live upon its surface and below the surface. And we can't forget the creatures of the air. We are all living on the same planet, the place we call home, and we are all in the same coloured purple. And that colour purple not only surrounds us all, it also fills our very being, as we did at the start. And the purple mist brings the healing energy of all three parts of our being, the mental, the emotional, the physical, and it helps to bring us back to a state of balance and a place of understanding and acceptance. So once again, I'll leave you for a few minutes, just to enjoy being a part of that one energy, one huge energy, the purple mist surrounding our planet, and just enjoy the time being a part of it. And you can benefit also, as we did at the start. I'll leave you for a few more minutes. And now it's time to allow your awareness to gradually return to your body, your physical body in the chair. And as it does, bring with it the vision, the imagery of our planet and everything upon it and part of it, all in the purple colour, the healing, the blue of the healing, the pink of unconditional love and acceptance. Bring that imagery back with you to hold in your mind, so you always have it at hand whenever you feel it would be beneficial to offer it to someone or somewhere. And now I'd finally ask you, just as usual, just to wriggle your toes and wriggle your feet and your fingers. Have a bit of a stretch and very slowly stand up and have a stretch. If you feel a little bit out of balance, a little bit giddy, just sit down and allow your awareness to completely return before you go back to your day or before you start your day. And then on that note, it is time for us to go until we meet again. And I thank you all for being a part of this one whole energy, this one whole group energy, sending the healing out to anything and everything. So, thank you all for being a part of it. It's time to go, and I bless you all, and thank you. Good night.